What's up, people? Welcome back to Invest with T Claus. My name is Tevi, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey, along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, Neo, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information and stay for the perspective. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still trying to get refocused from the World Cup finals excitement. As much as I wanted France to win, I've got to congratulate Argentina on their win. Amazing game all around and milestone win for Messi specifically, adding his first World Cup title to an already incredible career. Now, before getting into today's content, quick note that next Sunday is Christmas, and as such, I will not be posting. The Sunday after that is next year. As of right now, I intend to take the time off and enjoy the holiday season with family and friends. If I do post, it'll be off cycle, so make sure you have your notification turned on. Now to talk about Neo, today's video will be maybe a little bit shorter than usual, but a couple of big announcements at the macro level that you should keep in mind heading into next year. So in today's video, I'll go over the two big announcements. Neo landed a new major partnership, so we'll talk about that. And I'll close with a bit of my perspective heading into the new year. As always, this isn't to be taken as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is my personal approach to investing and the thought process behind it. I do recommend watching all the way through so that you don't miss out on any pertinent information I'll be sharing. Drop this video a like if you haven't already and smash that subscribe button. Those are two easy ways to show support to the channel and help it grow if you appreciate the content. All right, let's get into it. So getting right into it, in last week's video, I told you not to chase the pump as it would not last, right? The Fed delivered the expected 50 basis point interest rate increase, the market rejoiced, moved up, and sold off heavily to close out the week. All very predictable. Neo specifically closed out the week down 8.16%. By now, if you've been following the channel, you know that my stance and belief is that we will see the Neo stock under $11 at least one more time. Until then, I'm simply patiently waiting. And so the first major piece of news to cover is the announcement that the U.S. Public Company Accounting Oversight Board, or PCAOB, this past Thursday was given full access to inspect and investigate accounting firms based in the Chinese mainland and Hong Kong for the very first time ever. Okay, now this milestone means that the delisting fears that have plagued Neo and 172 other Chinese US listed companies for the past couple of years is finally put to rest. Neo, of course, had previously taken additional measures by listing in Hong Kong and Singapore to mitigate the risk to investors. But this by far is the best scenario we could have hoped for, as it helps instill confidence for those investors who tend to focus on the geopolitical tension between the US and China, right? This takes it away. The other big macro news is the formal relaxation of the zero COVID policy China has been operating under for the past couple of years. This has been at the heart of most supply chain disruptions around the world. And for Neo specifically, it has been one of the biggest reasons for the shrink in profit margins and the main reason for low delivery numbers each time a lockdown was implemented. The main changes with this update: lockdowns now can only last 5 days if no new cases are reported versus previously being open-ended, and people can go home and recover versus previously being forced into one of the government field hospitals. The bottom line here is this: this should help see less disruption to Neo's business, and that means better business performance in 2023. This then brings us to the new partnership Neo signed this week with shipping giant Maersk, with the goal to further strengthen how Neo manages its supply chain. The article read, and I quote, "In the past 6 months, Maersk and Neo have cooperated in the areas of shipping, ground transportation, and custom for after-sale parts and battery swap station and other large equipments." End of quote. Additionally, the article goes on to say that this inked partnership will allow for further cooperations, including domestic cargo distribution centers, order management, inventory management, and foreign spare parts and battery storage depots. Now is probably a good time to remind you that Neo Day is next week and will be held on December 24th. 2 new models are expected to make their debut. Now, as I look ahead into 2023 and for some closing thoughts, whether it's Neo or the other stocks the channel covers, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Polygon, realize that 2022 was all about resetting valuations and getting markets here in the US and abroad to create tighter financial conditions and bring inflation under control. We've now achieved in the US at least 2 months of declining inflation data. We're still elevated, but we're heading in the right direction. The market sell-off we saw this week was in response to Powell projecting further increases, even as the likelihood of a recession grows higher and higher heading into next year. Now, purely from an investment standpoint perspective, the longer financial conditions remain tight, the longer it allows small investors like me to accumulate. Again, purely from an investment standpoint, a formal recession is a good thing. Why? Well, because that would be the official signal that the financial conditions need to loosen and that the Fed needs to inject liquidity into the system to kickstart the economy again. Each of the stocks and crypto assets I mentioned a moment ago have all corrected by at least 50%. Yet, the fundamentals in each of the companies has drastically improved in 2022. On the crypto front, the adoption has skyrocketed in 2022. I mean, look at this chart here of the companies who have adopted Polygon, for example. You gotta pay attention. This reset, as painful as it is to go through, is a process and was necessary. I'm staying invested and will continue to accumulate as much as I can. The last thing I want, honestly, is to sit here during the next bull run and think to myself, man, I should have bought more. Because you know what? That's when FOMO, or the fear of missing out, kicks in hard, and you end up buying at the market peak. You don't want that. You want to have enough accumulated to allow you to take profit on the way up to the top, not the other way around. But on that note, this is it for me today. To all who celebrated, I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And to everyone, hope you all get to enjoy a fantastic holiday season with family and friends. Don't forget to drop this video a like if it helped you gain a new perspective, and share with others who you think could also benefit from it. For my newcomers, subscribe and don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you too can stay in the know. I will see you back here next year. Till then, you can keep up with me here on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all who have joined the channel in 2022. And thank you to all of you who have been supporting me from day one. Stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you in the next one.